Yeah, there was. You're right. Probably there in the second half we had 2 or 3 sets there on their try line, and probably went away from how we wanted to play and come up with a couple of sets that we weren't happy with and turned the ball over. That was probably the time when they were waiting to be put away and we didn't, and just where we turned the ball over at the back end there. So at the 70, I think it was about the 74th minute where we turned it over and enabled them to at 18-16. So it's that's not the first time that's happened. So we had a couple at the front end of the year that we need to come up with a way to fix that, and it was a fair game of football, but we didn't get it in the end.
How disappointing was that sin bin period? Because it actually seemed like, despite having a man down, they actually created a few chances instead of you guys.
Yeah, look, and we should have been creating the chances for ourselves, on the back of what I've just said. You get an opportunity there to put them away, and we didn't, and that's where we let ourselves down today, because in terms of effort and commitment to each other, they were really good, but you got to nail those at those big moments as well.
You could tell they were targeting you on the edges and going down there right. Could you have adjusted better there? Did you try and do anything?
Yeah, I thought we come up with our edge defence at the back end of that second half really improved. I thought DJ and Shawnee, fixed a few of those things. They were always going to come there. We had a few late changes with Micah being out and players playing out of position, but we were still in a position to win the game, and we had an opportunity to put them away there in that period in the second half, and didn't. And that was probably where we lost the game.
Improve that, Trent. What are you sort of looking for in those key moments?
Yeah, we need to be more controlled and stick to what we're doing, and it's between the ears, really, that, and everyone knowing what their role is and what the team needs now, and where we hand the ball over is key. Doesn't matter who you play, because we put ourselves in a position to win, and we just let ourselves down in that period where we had them rocking.
Trent, what is the latest on Micah? And any issue with Jermaine? Didn't seem to play the big minutes we used to.
Yeah, Micah's he's a chance of being available next week. He's got a hamstring strain. In hindsight, Jermaine Hopgood probably shouldn't have played. He's got a nerve problem in his back. It was a big effort for him to get out there, but he was fairly hampered by that from the origin the other night.
Is that something he's constantly managing, and can he play through it?
I think Liam Martin had a fair bit to do with it last week. So we'll see. He's a tough fella, Hoppy, but we've got to learn from that as well. And we've got a short turnaround, so we'll have to manage that this week.
Garth, are you in quite a long conversation with the ref at the end? What were you sort of seeking clarity on?
Oh, just that last try. Dill just got taken out there, and I was just asking him why it wasn't a penalty. That was all, and he was just trying to explain it, but it shouldn't have come down to that, as Baz said, and explain with our chance there in the second half to probably put the game away, and we didn't.
It was such a big performance last week, and you just mentioned that there were things in that game tonight that have crept back in from earlier in the year. Like, are they easy fixes for you, given the experience that you have in those key playmaking areas in particular?
Yeah, I think so. They are. We need to train it, and there's a few things we can do at training to do it. But at this level, your commitment and your effort's not the only thing you need to get right. We need to nail those ones at that time, and they're playing well. Canterbury, they're a good team, and it was a good, tough contest and a good game of football. But that little period we just need to nail, and we're going to get put in it. Hopefully, we're in that position again next week against the Roosters, and that's all I can ask, that we put ourselves in positions to win games, and then it's up to our individuals in our side that we nail those moments, and we just didn't at a key period tonight.
There's so much talk about Mitch and Origin this week. What did you make of his performance tonight? It was always going to be hard to sort of top what he did first up last week.
Yeah, look, I thought our first half he did some really good things, but it was probably in those moments at the back end. It wasn't just Mitch. We're a team here, and we won't dump all that on one player. But I thought, mate, given the periods, the time that he's had off, he still did some brilliant things tonight, and he's going to be better again next week. And I think he's got through the game okay. So he's if New South Wales go down that route, they won't regret it. He's an excellent player and a big part of our team.